Chromista in the Biosphere. Chromista in the Biosphere. The Chromista that we most commonly observe in nature are in the phylum Dinoflagellata and are commonly called algae. Marine algae and related species carry out a huge percentage of the Earth's photosynthesis. A variety of single-celled species of algae is shown on the following slide. The varieties of Chromista are pictured below. Marine algae is also a very important carbon sink. It captures CO2, stores carbon as carbohydrates, and when it dies, carries the organic carbon into the deep ocean. Carbon sinks take carbon out of its biogeochemical cycle for long periods of time, decreasing atmospheric carbon dioxide and counteracting global warming. Some types of algae are multicellular, such as seaweeds, yet these are still classified as Chromista, not plants. The difference is that plants have evolved many different specialized tissues and cell types, while seaweeds show little tissue differentiation. They are made up of very few cell types of cells, even if they are large. The lack of multiple tissues is a characteristic of Protus and Chromista species. Toxoplasmosis is a disease that results from infection with the Toxoplasma gondi parasite, one of the world's most common parasites. Infection usually occurs by eating undercooked contaminated meat, exposure from infected cat feces, or mother-to-child transmission during pregnancy. Mayo Clinic. For reference and further information, visit the website shown here. This species can replicate in cats and humans, and be spread by intermediate host and contaminated food and water. In general, this infection is only dangerous to the fetus, unborn child, or infants with weak immune systems. It can cause brain abnormalities during very early development. The image on the following slide shows a cyst filled with thousands of Toxoplasmosis parasites in the brain of a mouse. Pictured below is a cyst in a mouse brain containing thousands of parasites. There are 5 species of Plasmodia that cause human disease. Plasmodia were recently reclassified as types of Chromista, while historically they were classified as protozoa. The most common Plasmodia pathogen is Plasmodium falciparum, the species that causes most malaria in Africa. Malaria is covered in more detail in the immunology section of this course. Like most parasites classified as Chromista or protozoa, Plasmodia have complex life cycles with more than one animal host and many body types. The purpose of the diagram below is to illustrate the general idea that some pathogenic microbes have very complex life cycles with many forms and more than one animal host. In this case, it includes a mosquito and a human. The image below shows infected red blood cells of a malaria patient. The black dots and rings are Plasmodium falciparum.